everyone, I'm back. Just a reminder to subscribe to our Yumihu YouTube channel if you want to get notified for future videos. So this video is going to be about specifically how to enable and use product variants if you're going to be selling things that have different variations. This is a good use case for people who sell homemade goods or custom products. For example, earrings. So I am going to upload, let me move my video, some earrings. They're not mine, but just to show you how this works. Okay. All right, so I've uploaded these earrings, and let's say I wanted to offer some variants. I would recommend that if you're actually offering different styles that have different images, you keep them as separate product cards. Right now, we don't have a way, to manually do it. I don't have a way for you to have different images, but if you had like different material backing, I'll use that as a use case right now. If you wanted to have different material backing, so the three dots here, you can say add product variant. And it says, please input the first option for this variant grouping. You'll have the opportunity to change the variant name, grouping name, or add more options immediately after. So let's say the grouping name, it's going to be some generic name, but let's say I want to offer silver as an option. So I'm going to type in silver. So that's going to be the first one in the drop down, and I can add another option, let's say gold, and then let's say I want to also add platinum. Okay. And the grouping name is select option. I can change this to, I can rename it or delete it. I can rename it to something like, I don't know, material. Okay, so now the material is platinum, silver, or gold. And then for each one, I can specify how much quantity I have. If these are custom made and I don't have specific quantities, you can go to edit list settings and change, change the enable infinite quantity for customer pre-orders. I'm going to enable it. And I'm going to, would you like the list default quantity setting to be changed from 1 to infinity? I'm going to say yes. Okay, so now the default quantity is, infinity, which is represented as -1, but it shows up as negative and it acts as infinity, sorry, not negative, to users. So infinity quantity. Now, so this, when you have infinite quantity set, like every one that you offer will be infinite quantity. Now, let's say on this card, I want to show you a different example. So again, let's just do silver. Oops, not select silver and gold. Okay, so I'm going to change the quantity to, let's say, 2. Okay, so now this one is no longer infinite quantity. This means that I have it available in gold, quantity of 2 that you can claim. And then in silver, I think the default is still infinite because we changed the list default to infinite quantity. You can also add a second variant if you wanted. So from the drop down, you can also do it from, if you click on the image from this pop-up, there should also be a way to add a second variant, add second variant. So I'm going to add a second variant. It said you already specified price quantity for at least one option. In order to add a second product variant, those values will be wiped out. Would you still like to add the second variant? Yes, it's just going to wipe out that work I did that had that quantity. So the second variant, let's say it was a size thing, right? So I'm going to put large. And so large is the first one. I can add another option like small. Okay, and then I'm going to rename that second option to size. And again, that first option I'm going to rename to material. Okay, so now I have double variant, so I can have it in gold, small, maybe I have like a quantity of 4. I can maybe have silver, large, quantity of 3. And then the other ones are like infinite quantity, which is custom. So if you don't want infinite quantity, if you actually just have specific inventory that you want to sell, then don't enable that default to infinity. Also down here, it gives you a summary of the different variants you have. So I have silver large, I have 3, gold small, I have 4. Those are the ones that are not default, the bold ones. And then the non-bold ones are the ones that are system default, right? Infinite quantity, the default price is 0. I also want to probably change the price, right? The silver one, say it's $10, so you see that updates right away. That gold one, I would change this for all of the different combinations. And then of course I want to add a name. Adding names is good so that it can be searchable by your user. I don't know, some style, lollipop earrings, for example, right? And just to show you what your guests would see, if you press the pink gear button, let me move this again, to view as guest. Let me show myself a little. Okay, so now I'm in guest mode, and I can claim, so this one, infinite quantity, everything is infinite quantity. This one, I have to select a size first. So silver large, there's a quantity of 3. Gold large, there's an infinite quantity. So I can claim, right? I can start claiming. And then if it's infinite quantity, okay, let me just show you. Just logging in as like a guest. If it's infinite quantity, I can like order as many as I want, right? Let's say 10. I want 10 of those pairs of earrings. The silver large one, I can claim one of 3. And then depending on your settings, it says this quantity will be waitlisted, right? When there is a specific quantity and you overshoot it, it'll say that you're waitlisted, which is different from the infinite quantity because you don't have any, or you don't have anything specified to begin with. Infinite is really good for like custom orders, or if you're doing pre-orders, group orders from the website, from your company's website, and you want to, there's no limit. Cool. I think that's it on the product variants. So quick thing about our Chrome extension, our save button that works with a bunch of websites. So some websites have this variant enabled for it. You'll see it in some of the catalogs, I think, like, was it like Touchstone Crystal, I think is one of them, where you'll see product variants as part of the catalog. It's probably because the save button is enabled and it automatically pulls those product variants. Another example is PaperPie, which used to be UBAM, Usborne Books, and more. So that one also has the product variants enabled for the save button. And then you'll see some of those product variants actually have like images or icons. Right now for like manual creation, we don't have that option yet. Like you can't add a little icon for silver or gold. Maybe that'll be in the future, but for now, that's the limitation here. Okay. All right.